Right, where was that? Can you pass me that top bit of paper there? Thanks a lot. You all right, mate? You all good, yeah? Right, so your name is Austin. We're going to keep a lot of the apps private, if that's okay, and also the child's name. Are you okay with that?
I don't even know whether she's a real person or not, but presumably she is.
Yeah, so we've intercepted the conversation that's been going on for quite some time. I'm going to ask you a few questions about that and see where we go from there. You appreciate that it's become a little bit sexual at times, which is a little bit inappropriate, yeah? You okay with that?
Okay, yeah, but as I say, that's if they're standing at the back door, they can hear you.
Oh, they won't. Everyone's got their windows closed. It's freezing. Do you remember some of the sexual things that you said to her at all? Can you remember?
Well, I don't. You know, there wasn't very much to that I would.
Can you remember? But do you remember sending her the video from outside your house to the car?
Well, I don't know whether that's. I wouldn't be any need to send her a video to the car.
Do you remember doing it of the black Corolla?
Yeah.
And can you remember how old she said she was? Quietly. How old the child said she was?
Well, 13.
13. Okay. Right, I'm gonna. If you just pop that up so we can see him. Yeah. Keep that on. I'm gonna just put everything to get the light. Obviously, you were in you met this child in an app that I don't want to name. In one of the groups that was entitled School. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I have reason to believe that on your mobile devices inside that there's going to be indecent images of children and videos of children. Now, they're going to be forensically downloaded, those devices. So if you're honest now, it will look a lot better. Are there any images of children or videos? There are. How many roughly? And are they videos or pictures?
A few videos.
Okay. And who can you remember, without saying the names, can you remember who sent them to you or where you got them from?
Oh well, I got them on Kick.
Okay, don't mention any app names. You got them on that app from that group.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you sent any of those videos on to other users?
No.
Just received them from people?
Yeah.
Because you have a number of profiles on that app, don't you? So you come back and some of them are like 5 days old, 8 days old. We've been processing. The girls in my team are absolutely fantastic, and we've been processing a number of the people within those groups. Over the past sort of year or so, we've managed to get around sort of 7 or 8 of you. I need to rule out a number of things. Have you ever met this child in real life?
No.
Do you realise why I would be concerned, given the nature of the conversations that you've had with that child?
Yes.
What made you start doing it?
I could say I was bored.
Yeah. Okay.
Just happened on.
What previous convictions do you have?
None.
None at all?
No.
You've never been in trouble with the police for anything like this?
No.
And how long ago did you start, collecting is probably the wrong word, but how long ago did you start communicating in those apps and collecting these abuse videos? How long have you been doing it for, in other words?
Probably just a couple of years.
You do realise that it's illegal to possess that material, right?
Yeah.
Do you know the legal age of consent in the UK?
It's probably 16.
It's 16. So obviously you know what you've done is wrong.
Yeah.
You've admitted that you've got indecent videos on the device inside. Is it on anything else in there? Is there any laptops or computers? Tablets? What were they going to find on the tablets in there?
Just kicked.
Don't name me out.
But I'm not actually in that anymore.
No. Are they going to find abuse videos on that tablet as well, or just the phone?
Well, not abuse.
can you stop using the app name? Is that okay? Do you mind?
Yeah.
But you said that they were of children, right? Of underage children.
Yeah.
What sort of ages would you say they range from? It helps us, if you're honest, from the earliest possible opportunity.
Under 16.
What sort of age would you say? 9 or 10? 8?
No.
12?
13 or 14.
Okay. And you haven't forwarded that on to anybody else, no? But you do realise that you acknowledge that that's illegal, right?
Yeah.
To possess that information.
Yeah.
Have you sought any kind of help from anybody? Because it's obviously a sexual preference that you've got. It's unhealthy. Have you tried to get any help for that?
No.
And how old are you? 78 years old. You should know better, shouldn't you?
Yes.
Do you have any grandchildren yourself?
No.
Do you have any kids yourself?
No.
Okay. Right. Yeah, that's not good. Unfortunately, this is a police matter. It's extremely serious. Call's been made to the police. They're on their way. Okay, they're going to be 5 or 10 minutes. It might be 15 minutes, but it's imperative that you're honest with the police, and I'll tell you why. Because possessing this kind of indecent images and videos, it's extremely harmful for the kids that have had to go through that it continuously gets passed around the internet. We've known for some time you've been in these dangerous groups. You need to be really honest with them. You need to tell all the users that you've interacted with, everything that you can find within that group. Massive well done to a girl called Tracey. Okay, she's part of my team. She collates a lot of this information. Massive well done to her. Do you have anything to say, buddy? This is your chance to be honest. Tell us how you're feeling.
Well, I feel pretty bad about it all. I mean, I'm really sorry. I mean, I don't think I realised the implications of everything you told me.
The thing is, the conversation in here, this has been going on. So there's somewhere in a region of, I had to print this out. It was something like 120, 130 pages. Each page has got 4 screenshots. So, you know, we're, including the other chat as well, we're 500 or 600 screenshot. That's 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 messages to this child. You know, I'm not going to embarrass you by standing here and reading out what's in this, because you and I both know that it's not great. But you do know that you can't talk to kids like this, right? You do know that children are to be cherished and looked after, and we can't. Can I just grab that over there? Sorry, one second. We can't say some of the things that we've been saying in here, okay?
Yeah.
I just find it hard to believe that you've never been in trouble with the police at all. Yet all of a sudden, age 77, or whenever it was you started, that all of a sudden you'd start, you know, collecting images of videos of children being abused and communicating with one yourself. I don't understand that. Can you tell us a bit about why?
I was probably lonely.
But you know that you can use these apps to talk to people of your own age, right?
Oh yeah.
So why not do that?
Well, I do, but I mean, I just come across, sometimes I just come across people who, for some reason or other, I mean, I put it down to the fact that they're more friendly, just friendly, and they like to chat.
Have you deleted any of the videos of the kids, or are they still on there?
Well, it's still there,
Okay. I'd like it if you would be really, really honest with the police when they turn up. I'm not gonna go too hard on you, because you are obviously 77, 78 years of age. But it's really, really important that you understand that you can't behave like this. You can't do this. This is not how men behave, is it? We look after kids, we look after women. That's our job, it's our role. You know? Kids aren't sexual objects. They're the most innocent and most precious members of society, you know. You know, they need to be looked after. Do you know your neighbours? Do you know the people that you live around with?
Yeah, well, I know. Well, they'll be shocked. I mean, like that's how I came out.
You play snooker, don't you, every week?
No, that's something I've talked about.
What, you don't actually play snooker?
No.
Have you ever played?
Oh yes, I used to play snooker.
But you don't. You just said that that's something that you do.
Well, it's just, as I say, it's just something that things get talked about, and that's, it just goes on.
You've got a wedding ring on there.
I am married.
You're married.
Yeah.
Where's your wife?
She's shopping at the moment.
Oh dear.
And, whereabouts is she? Don't actually say that. But how far away is she from here?
In Stevenage.
Okay. Do you know what time she's back?
She'll be back about 9.
So this is obviously going to be a big shock to her, isn't it?
Well, it will be, yeah.
How old is she? Is she younger than you?
5 years younger than me.
Gonna break her heart.
Gonna break her heart. Just before Christmas. Does she have a support network around her? Does she have family and friends here?
Well, you're saying I could go to prison for this, isn't what you're saying?
I'm saying...
It's a possibility.
Listen, because of your age, right, I'm not sure, but what I will say to you is if you're really open and cooperative with the police, in particular, the users that you're engaging with in that app that you've got the material from, okay, the room name that I mentioned, School One, a few of the others, if you're really honest with the police and you go into detail about how and when and why that information popped up, you're going to be treated, I would imagine, with more leniency. All right. I'm not going to give you a hard time because I think it's really important that you speak to the police and you tell them who you've been talking to, what they've been sending to you. Do you know what the definition is when a group of people share child abuse videos? Do you know what it's called? The term.
What's it called?
What do you think?
What a perverts.
A paedophile ring. It's a ring. It's a group of usually men, but not exclusively. It's a group of people that share, you know, abuse videos of kids, and they have to be stopped. So, I don't know if you're going to go to prison. I couldn't answer that. You know, what I will say to you is the more cooperative you are, the more open you are with the police, the more leniency they will show you. Okay? Just going to keep my voice down because there's neighbours walking behind.
It's about you now, Austin, trying to correct them wrongs that you've done.
Yeah.
Right, and the way you can correct them is exactly what Nick's just said. Is by getting each of them children that have been on any of them apps, names, whatever, given to the police so that they can be safeguarded and looked after. Even
Well,
if
as I say, I mean, these, I mean, I don't even know whether they're real or not. I mean, I've never even tried to meet them. I just talk to them online, and that's it. I mean,
but Austin,
I know that they probably got false profiles as well.
yeah. But Austin, what we tend to find with what we do is that is how it will start off. He's like a shoplifter. He'll go in, and the first time he might only nick a Mars bar. And because he gets away with it, he'll get a bit braver, and he'll take a bit more, then a bit more, and that's how it starts. It starts online, and the longer you people get away with it online, the braver you get. Then you arrange meets, you know. Then it becomes videos, groups. I mean, you're in as deep as you can get.
Yeah.
And you know, you can claw back some self-respect, Austin, and just sit with your head held high and tell them everything they need to hear. From the first day it started until this day. You need to give them the whole truth, Austin. It's really important. Like, you could do good out of this now. From the wrong you've done, you could start by turning it around.
We need all the information we can out of those groups.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know anybody in them groups.
The usernames.
I don't know whether they're real or not. And as I say, I mean, I've deleted that app, and I don't use it anymore.
You need to. Oh, my bike. There's one of my kids' bikes there. It fell over. You need to remember as much as you can. Okay.
I mean, even if they offer you to go through your phone with you, just, you know, yes, that's it. I mean, you've just got to be honest now, Austin.
Can I ask a question? Would you say that you have a sexual interest in children or people that are under the age of 16?
Honest answer, Austin. Goes a long way. There's got to be something there.
Well, I don't. I mean, as I say, I don't in real life. It's just
Online.
online. You know,
Yeah.
if you look at images or something, they think the tail better than.
But don't you understand how an image to any other human being is as real as it can get? Do you understand? Them videos and them images, they're not pretend, are they?
Okay.
Were the children in the abuse videos? Because we've had obviously spoken to quite a few now. Are they kids from another country or are they English kids?
Probably American.
American. Okay.
Well, I mean, must be from around the world.
And how many would you say? Did you say around 30 videos?
Yeah.
Okay. The problem is that when kids are abused like that, it's obviously it's rape, right? When they're being recorded, they can't consent to that. They're too young. When those videos get circulated around and around and around, there's no closure for them because those videos and images, they stay in cyberspace. You know.
Yeah.
And every time someone else watches them or forwards them on to someone else, or you know, goes around, it means that it kind of perpetuates their abuse, you know, over a longer period of time. And it's really important that you know the long-term damage that this can cause to kids.
And it creates a demand, Austin. Every time you watch it, you're creating a demand.
Yes.
Now these kids, they're, you know, if it happens to them when they're 10, 11, 12, they can really struggle. They can, you know, have shit lives where they don't trust people, they substance abuse, a lot of self-harm, a lot of suicide.
Trust issues, it's everything, isn't it?
You know, you said to me that you've had a successful career as a business accountant. You know, you've been able to live your life. A lot of these kids can't get past that because of what happens to them when they're a little nipper, you know? It's not good. What do you think your wife's going to say when she finds out? How's she going to feel?
I'm just going to kick me.
Do you think you deserve that?
Yes, I do.
Had you been suspecting that you might get a knock on the door? Had you been concerned that your behaviour might lead to someone turning up at your door?
Probably because I was using WhatsApp. It's easy to trace my details from WhatsApp.
I mean, the honesty, Austin, is quite refreshing.
Yeah.
Right, it's good. You know, it shows that there is some remorse there to what you've been doing.
Well, there is a lot of remorse. I mean, you know, I deluded myself into thinking that I wasn't really harming anybody.
No, that's exactly it. It does harm. You might not think it does, but it does harm in a lot worse than what you could imagine. Obviously, you've got no idea of the damage it causes, but it's bad. It's horrific. I mean, for your pleasure, you're ruining a life. That's as blunt as I can put it. Might be horrible to hear it, but that is it. That's facts. For your own sexual pleasure, you're ruining children's lives. It's not on, Austin. It can't carry on.
Well, it won't.
Good, nice, brilliant. It is refreshing to hear it.
you know, I wish I could go back and say, well, you know, if I was given a second chance, I wouldn't do it again.
I mean, how far back does it go, truthfully?
To the Jurassic era.
Yeah.
Perhaps not that far back.
I mean, Austin, how far back does it go? When did it start?
Just a couple of years ago, that's all. I mean, it's just something that
So how many...
hasn't
I know you're not going to be able to give me any type of number, but just a rough... In them 2 years, how many children do you think you might have communicated with? Or how many videos?
not actually communicated with.
But watch videos and pictures, like there's going to be hundreds, isn't there? In 2 years.
Not really. Not communicating. Just
Okay, well listen, I'll
seeing a video
put
and
it
saying, "Oh, well, yeah, I like that."
I'll put it a different way. So the abuse videos that you've got on your phone, presumably you've saved them, right?
Yeah.
Of the ones that you've saved, you said there was around 30. How many have you viewed and not saved? Like how many times have you clicked on links, looked at stuff, pictures, videos, and then not saved it?
Well,
Hundreds.
Probably be a lot more. Yeah.
Hundreds? Thousands? What? Give us a rough
Not
guess.
thousands.
Hundreds. All of those are still have a digital footprint on your
Yeah,
device.
right, yeah. Well, I know that as well, that you can go back and, even
Yeah.
though you delete something, you can go back and
Yeah.
see that it was there.
Well, look, I'm going easy on you because of your age, and I do genuinely really want to know what information we can get out of you and what the police can get out of
Well,
you.
I don't think you can get. I don't think you can get anything that's going to. I don't actually know anybody. It's all on the internet, and
Have you completely deleted all those profiles? Because there are still some active ones. I
yeah.
believe.
Well, as I say, I've
That app.
that where it was school one was under that account, and I've deleted that account. I don't even have that anymore.
Yeah.
It's
So what first drew
No, but
you
hang
in
on a
then?
sec. But there's several. You've got several usernames, because it seems to me like you delete a profile, obviously because you feel remorseful, I would imagine. But then a week or two later, another username pops up with very similar
well,
name.
it's because the reason why that happened is they actually throw you out for some.
Yeah.
They actually throw you out if you're for their own reasons. I thought because I was probably using those apps,
Yeah.
they probably think, well, I'm not the kind of person they want on their system.
Yeah.
And they close your account.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get back into your same account. And that's why.
You constantly have to. You're basically having your accounts shut down, and then you're
Yeah.
having to create new accounts
That's
to
it.
get back on.
That's it.
So the urge to view the material must be quite strong.
Just delete. I'm going to delete everything. I'm not going to go anywhere
I mean,
near
how-
these things.
Austin, how did you first find your way into these apps then?
I had a Kick account for a long time.
Try not to mention any app names if you can, Austin.
Yes, please.
Excellent.
Should we go and speak with them? Just a sec.
So how did you get into
Just keep that in.
first get into that account? Was you invited in? Was it
No,
suggested
no,
or
you're on checking. You just
try and stop mentioning the name of the
Oh.
app if you can, Austin.
and you're on these things, and you see them, and you just say, "Oh,
Yeah, but no, what I'm trying to get across, Austin, is I could go on YouTube now and put in fishing videos, and I'll see loads of fishing videos and videos related to fishing. Might not be about fishing, but be about fish or fish keeping. You must have logged something in for that to be suggested to you. Do you understand? You can't be looking at goldfish and then someone says, "Oh, yeah, do you fancy looking at an
no,
underage shark?"
nobody told me about it. I just found it."
But what
Started using it.
was you actively searching though to find it? Obviously.
I can't remember how it came up, but I mean there are those apps there, and I just was interested.
And searched, obviously.
Well, not really. I was looking for some. I was doing something else on one,
Yeah.
and then I came across these other ones.
Right, and you just clicked on them, and there
Yeah.
just so happened to be videos of child abuse.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't.
It's not as if I'm in a ring or anything. I mean, I just don't know anybody else. It's just,
I mean, to us, that, you know, that is a ring. A group of men, like Nick said, maybe women, in a group, all looking and sharing the same videos, and
they don't. Yeah, but they don't. We don't actually communicate with each other.
Thing is, something like that's not something that you just stumble upon
no,
by accident.
You
when
have
I
to
use the
actively
internet,
search for that. Like, it's
Oh,
not.
yeah, no, well, if you're on Kick, that's the sort of thing you might come across. I mean, when we searching for it, they just found it, and that was it.
It's baffling. Something like that would just come up, because to an ordinary man, I mean, me and Michael standing here, and I've never come across like nothing remotely like that.
I use the internet daily, and
Yeah,
I've
and
never come across anything like that just by accident.
Like the way the internet works, it's like it tries to build up a picture of things that you like. So if you typed in camping, it's going to throw camping videos. The next day you could put car, and it'll throw camping car videos, and then the next day you go on it, automatically there'll be camping and car videos. You get what I'm saying, Austin? Yeah. Like, you can't just go on the internet and then the internet is, oh yeah, listen, this fella's name's Austin, I'm going to throw him a few child abuse videos. It don't work like that. It's actively searched for. It's something you have to actively search for. Austin, there is help out there.
So you're not actually police.
No.
But you work with the police.
Alongside, we don't work with. It's alongside. We're
Assist the police.
Vigilantes are more or less. Right?
No, we're not vigilantes. We're just an online child protection team that's concerned for the welfare of our children. And we won't, obviously, Austin, stand for this.
No, all right.
I mean, be honest with us, Austin. If you look at us now, do you see us as vigilantes, or do you see us as guys doing the right thing?
Yeah, you're doing the right thing. Yeah.
Yeah. See, thank you.
You're doing a good job. I mean, there are people who are worse than me, and they need to be stopped.
Austin, look, I'm doing it polite, but there isn't anyone worse than you, Austin. Like, men and women that do the things and look at the things you do online, it's not normal. It's not reality.
The worst thing is when people trying to play it down as if it's not something serious when it is.
Austin, it's the worst crime that a human being could commit. It really is. And, you know, it's not too late, Austin, to go out and get help. You've just got to ask for it. That's all you've got to do. While you're at the police station, just say to them, I really would appreciate some type of help. Maybe pointed in the right direction to start, you know, facing up to what you've been doing and getting it corrected, because you can't ever do it again. Do you understand that those children that are being abused, they're meant to build our future? Do you understand that?
Okay.
You could be changing your own future, right? Who's to say in 10 years' time you don't need an ambulance because you've had a heart attack? That ambulance driver might have been that little girl that was on that video, but because she's on that video, her life's turned upside down, and she's never going to be that ambulance driver. Do you understand? You could be taking really important people from society. It can't happen anymore.
Yeah.
What's the most precious thing on this planet?
Well, the future.
Right. It's our children, and that's why we do what we do. Austin, you've got to get a grip. Honestly.
I mean, you're the only first real people I've spoken to about this, and
yeah, there's other people you can talk to that will give you help, but it just can't go on anymore. I mean, Austin, there's other things out there that's adult appropriate if you're lonely, or there's videos of grown women. I don't understand why you wouldn't rather watch that, legal, grown women that have consented, but you've chose to watch a video of someone that's been forced into a position that's just absolutely ripped their life apart for someone else's sexual gratification, Austin. That is exactly what it is. I mean, in all honesty, Austin, when you was watching them videos, did you once, be truthful, did you once sit there and feel concerned for them kids? You didn't, did you? You was just purely there to get your socks off.
I think I am concerned about the kid.
But why would you continue to watch them videos?
And why would you save them?
Yeah, and why would you save them? That's not someone that's concerned. Someone that's concerned would get that, right? Say that come up on my phone, like you said, all on its own. I'd go straight to the police station.
Right. Give these guys some rest.
Austin, just ask for help.
Shut that there. There you go.
Thanks, mate, for being honest.
Thank you. Oh.
What's your name, sir? What we're going to do, have you ever been arrested before? No. Okay. We'll go around the corner to our cars, okay? And we'll take a few bits there so you can stand up.
Yeah, I'll come. We're not going anywhere. Right, so that is Austin. Went a little bit easy on him because he was quite elderly and he's been a bit poorly, and the last thing I want is him, you know, becoming unwell. But yeah, really dangerous individual. Massive well done to Tracey and all the girls in the background. Obviously, I tried to make him not name the app, but he named it himself about 10 times. But we've been making our way for a group on there for a best part of a year now, and we've caught loads. I don't even know how many, close to 10. All of them have had images. They've all been trading them with each other. So, you know, absolute scumbag. The police are brilliant. They're going to go and have a little look for his house, take all his bits and bobs. But yeah, well done, Trace. I know she's busy today, but yeah, really well done, sweetheart. Thanks for all your hard work. Same to Layla, Rosie and everybody else in the team. We really appreciate all the hard work, and thanks to the boys coming out. It's been a bit nippy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, nice one. So yeah, again, coming up to Christmas, check your kids' devices. We're going to go home and get in a warm shower, I think. You can have a shower?
I'm going to change my boxers for the first time.
Yeah. Tony needs to change his pants from when the first nonce barked at him. he's been talking about it always. It's upset you, that, hasn't it?
I'm devastated.
I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna watch it back. But yeah, I'll sign off now. Thanks a lot, everyone, and yeah, take care. See you later.